Hey, we're back at with you another video. Today we're going to be working on this 06 F350. I will do a video on the whole thing, just barely got it, but we're going to be doing oil change today. We've already done the oil or the fuel filters and they were pretty dirty. But let me show you what I got, what I'm going to be using as far as additives. So let me get to it. All right. So I am running this Rotella T6 5W40, and it is a synthetic for diesel. So I've got 3 jugs of that just in case. And then also, this is a must, a stiction remover. So any of you guys with the 7.3 or 6.0, I highly recommend getting this stuff. I've heard great things. I've never used it, so today we're going to use it. They're saying that we need to put in this full bottle, which is 64 ounces. So that'll take up 2 quarts for the first oil change. And then the second oil change, we'll only use half this bottle. So, all right, we're going to get to it. And just to give you a heads up, for that top cap, it recommends a 36, but I only have a 35 and I was able to wiggle it on there. So I'll be fine with that. And then underneath where the oil drain is, that's going to be a 19 millimeter. So I'm going to go ahead and start draining the oil first, and then I'll do this cap here in just a second. But before I start draining, I do want to get over here and crack this oil cap. I'm gonna leave it, just have it dangling right there. We don't want any contaminants getting inside. Let's get underneath and start this oil change. And she does look good. What do you think, dude?
Good.
All right, we'll climb underneath and start this. All right, so there's that bolt right there. It's a 19. So all I'm gonna do, crack that open. I got this pan. It says it holds 16 quarts. We all know these hold 15. The trucks do, so we'll see what's going on. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain the oil. A lot of you guys, you don't need to see that, but I'm just going to get this going. All right, so you can see we got it draining right now. There's the drain plug. So now I'm just gonna let this drain for a minute, and I'm gonna head up top and take care of that oil filter real quick. All right, so one thing I didn't mention was the oil filter. It's always recommended to go with the Motorcraft, the original Ford oil filter. It's the FL2016. And you just need to make sure that you don't have the aftermarket oil cap, because some of them are going to be a little bit taller and you're going to have a larger filter, so keep that in mind. That's why I like to run stock. But all I'm going to do is just take this cap off. Hopefully it's not too hard. It's pretty snug on there. And that 35 millimeter does fit on there. It's just a little snug. All right.
Oh, that's oily.
Yeah, that's your oil filter, bud. And that is pretty dirty. That looks like it caught a lot of stuff on there. You can see some grittiness to it. So what I'm gonna do, put it in this bag, and I'm gonna take it off. It's a clip-on, so you got a little deal right there. So now what I need to do is take off this old O-ring, let me grab a tool. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this old O-ring. And this oil filter does come with the new O-ring for your cap.
Dang.
And take that off.
Gross.
And it's always a good idea to lube it up. Dip my finger in there. Lube up that O-ring just a little bit. Work that around.
Very chilly.
Make sure you get a little bit of oil on that O-ring. So now that we got that, I'm gonna take this filter out, and just for safe measures, I can feel the old one and the new one, and it's the stock one. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab that filter, push it down on the cap. All right, so now that we got that oil filter onto the new cap, we are gonna place it on, push it on down, and this is spring loaded, as you can see. So you're gonna push down and twist. All right, now that we got that on there, wiggle that 35 onto there. And all I'm gonna do is just go to where it seats down. So right there, it's fully seated, and I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a turn. And that's it. So now that we got that oil filter taken care of, now we can go ahead and plug off that drain plug and then start topping this off with some oil.
Alrighty. So what are we doing?
All right, so now all we're doing is adding in that oil. Hold it up, let's see, you can see. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna put the first jug of oil in.
And this is the...
Now this is the Stiction modifier, and we are adding in this whole bottle. And as far as I've been told, this is supposed to help out with your injector sticking, any rough idles, and also any hard starts. It's good for the 7.3s and 6.0s, and people swear up and down by it. So we are gonna run it.
Let's see how it does. It's probably not 15 degrees, probably colder.
Yeah, it's pretty cold.
We got
I should be sitting about 12 to 13 quarts in here with that partial bottle I had. And it is barely starting to read on the bottom. I'm at the bare minimum right now. Just showing you guys that it's not leaking. Does sound pretty healthy. All right, guys, so I ended up finishing it. It's pretty cold out here. But yeah, that filter was pretty dirty. There was a lot of grittiness into it, so I'll probably wait 5,000 miles and then do another oil change. But I'll give you an update on that stiction fluid that I added into it. Let you know how that goes, see if it runs a little bit better. It's supposed to help out the injectors and the VGT solenoid. who knows? They swear by it, but I'm gonna try it out. So that's it. All right, thank you guys, appreciate it. And hopefully you liked the video. Check out the other ones. Thank you.